Oh, God, bro. The L's on the ground are no ho. All right, guys, how are you doing? I am Justice, back with another video for you guys. Today, it's just gonna be a quick progression video just to show kind of where I am as far as my calisthenics journey goes. This way I can, keep document of where I am in my journey, and, I'm very transparent. So I'm hoping that will just, inspire someone and really motivate you guys. I'll also be showing you where I started within each workout. For example, everything that you do just kind of builds on top of each other. So you should never look at a workout that you're doing as a pointless workout. Everything that you do, if you're putting in maximum effort, then you are going to see results. And everything, like I said, builds on top of each other, and it also expands out to every other aspect of your life. So if you can be consistent within the gym, I promise you guys, it will directly correlate to everything that you're doing outside of your life. And then your quality of life will just increase. And that is what I want. That is my goal for you guys. Everything that I'm gonna be showing you today, guys, started with very basic movements. I started off working out at home, no gym equipment, no added weight. Everything that I did was just purely body weight. And from there, I expanded and I started to grow on top of that. So I'm here to just encourage you guys today to let you know that no matter where you are on your journey, your fitness goal, the dream body that you want to have, it is very possible. Something that really helped me, that one of my mentors told me, that number one, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one single step. The biggest mistake that most people make when getting started on their journey, they try to progress too fast. Another one of my mentors told me that the majority of people overestimate the things that they can get done in 1 year, and they highly underestimate the things that they can get done in the course of 2 to 3 years. There's a very fine line between living every moment as if the next moment isn't promised, and using that same quote as a crutch or a hindrance to not achieve the things that you need to achieve within your life. You gotta grind. So I just finished the cardio portion of my workout. You can see we got, we're a little wet. We'll see if we can go all the way through it. So I'm gonna jump downstairs and I'm gonna jump into my weighted calisthenics part of today. And like I said, just go over those workouts that I just discussed with you guys, as well as the beginner progressions for all those workouts. All right, let's do it. So I figured I probably better do my static holds before that. That way I won't be drained out and not able to hold them, because I want to actually get the practice in for those. So what that's gonna look like basically is I'm gonna do 5 attempts of handstand, holding that as long as possible. From there, I'm going to go into some L-sits. I'm also going to attempt my ring muscle ups from there. So you can see why I kind of want to start with those, and then I'll go into my workout so I don't completely drain the muscles that I would need in order to do those movements successfully. So let's do that right now. Through 5 of those. I've kind of exhausted the muscle, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually work the muscle that I'm doing for the pull-ups by doing some pike push-ups. You're gonna increase the level of difficulty with the pike push-ups by kicking my feet up on the wall. But if you're a beginner, I can show you the beginner progression for the pike push-ups. So basically, with your feet on the ground, come here, trying to put your booty in the air, just like a push-up. Come forward a little bit, so when you start your handstand, your shoulders will be in front of your hands. So, which is why I always come to that point, and then I just come down and back up. And that will be your beginner progression for the pike push-ups. Go anywhere from 6 to 10 reps, 3 times. did those, only get about 3, so I'm gonna go to the easier progression and I'm gonna work the pike push-ups. All right guys, right now I'm just gonna work on some L-sits. After I do those L-sits, I'm gonna get the ring set up and we'll see how my progression is on the ring muscle up. Let's do that right now. God, bro. L-sits are no hope. So I'll go tucked on one side to tucked on the other side, and that'll just build that endurance as well as that ab strength so I can eventually work my way up to L-sit on the ground. So that is what I'm gonna work on right now. Let's do one more and then I'm gonna get these rings set up. Okay, so I can see I have my ring set up here. For those, I'm gonna be doing a pronated grip, and I'm gonna be trying to do a ring muscle up. We'll see how far we've gotten. Pronated is, instead of my hand being here, I'm gonna bring it up to inside so I have more wrist support. And so I couldn't get it, I had to use my feet to support myself. So falling short when it's time for me to switch over and push up from a front dip. So we're gonna try it again. Also, if you can't pull up that far to work the transition, you can also come here and just do negatives. So come all the way down until when you switch over, and drop all the way out. And that helps as well to really get those transition muscles so you can work up into the actual full movement. So that's what I'll do right now. I'll show you guys a couple rounds of that as well as some muscle up negatives. Awesome, right on time. Now let's get into these weighted muscle ups. So due to some technical issues, the camera actually was not even recording, guys. That's okay though, you know, I did one full set at 45, I went to 6 reps. And then on the next set, I stayed at 45, but I was only able to get out 5 reps. What I'm going to do next, I'll jump up here so you can see. So as you can see, I have on my weighted belt, and I have 25 on the belt right now. So basically, you know, we're doing 4 rounds as always, and anywhere from 6 to 8 reps because we're working on building strength. So I'm just gonna do 2 more rounds at 25, and I'm gonna try to go anywhere between 6 to 10 reps with 25. We have a lot of work to do, guys, but you know, that's why I'm out here. Like I said, it's a fully transparent channel, showing you exactly where I am, the things that I need to work on, in hopes that it can motivate you to start wherever you are in your journey right now and get going. So as you can see, I had to throw my headphones in, got a little bored. I like listening to my books, they keep me motivated, nice and pumped up. As promised, I'm I'm gonna show you guys a beginner progression for the pull-up. Now, granted, you can't pull yourself up at all. This is gonna be hard to get into, but I can show you some things to kind of start trying to get those back muscles activated and really, progressing towards eventually doing a pull-up. So I think it's a very beginner level. I'm gonna be using the rings here, but if you don't have rings, you find a low-hanging bar, something that you can use to pull yourself up. And so basically, the more you lean back with this workout, the harder the progression is going to be. Now, I'll give you an example. Let's say I start here. You find yourself a ring. This is pretty much, just a slight lean. You're going to have your back fully extended out, and then gonna squeeze, come in, and then back down. And that's the whole movement. As far as progressions go, in order to build strength, you don't want to be able to do too many reps. So everything that I do, I try to keep between 6 to 10 reps. That way I know it's easy enough for me to do the rep with good form, but it's also hard enough to where I'm not doing 15, 20, 30 reps on something. To add more resistance, you're just basically going to get lower. So now you can see the straps are almost straight. My body is almost horizontal. I'm gonna do the same thing. Just gonna pull up. That is the beginner progression in order to work your way up to the pull-up. All right, guys, so you can see I'm all strapped back up. I got on the 25 back. I got 25 pounds back on the belt. I'm breathing because I just did 2 reps. This is just 2 sets. I'm just more so recording so you guys can see my progression. I'm doing the weighted push-ups now, and I am on round number 3 of 4. That extra muscle that you use for the stabilization on the rings definitely adds an extra level of difficulty. Of course, the beginner progression for the push-up that I'm doing on the rings will just be the basic push-up. If you're not strong enough to push that out, then you can even start with your knees on the ground and push up from there. And that will make the progression a lot easier until you are able to move up into harder progressions. You know that you're going to be ready to move up to the next level of the progression once you're able to exceed 15 reps of any workout. I say 10 for myself personally. Once I get to 10 or above, I know that it's time for me to move up and try something a little bit more hard for me to do for my body. Everybody that's new to the channel, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am very grateful, and I do not take your attendance for granted. Here at Kit Fitness, we believe that the strength gained both physically and mentally when making wise nutrition decisions and exercising on a consistent basis directly correlate to every other pillar of your life. Man, we're talking love, gaining wealth, and just an overall more enjoyable and a more sustainable way of living life. If that sounds like something that you guys are into, then give that thumb a bump. It is my goal that you begin to start to form new neural pathways in your brain, starting to make new habits, just really starting to embrace the physical journey, as well as seeing tons of results, because results is what keeps you going, guys. I can sit here and talk to you and show you all the workouts in the world. If you're not getting results for yourself, then you're not gonna stay consistent. We're also going to keep our nutrition in check, because we all know that fitness, seeing any kind of physical change in your body, starts with your nutrition. Now, although going on a diet is good for getting the ball rolling, so to speak, it is not a very sustainable way of looking at fitness for that reason. It's a diet. It is a portion of time that you set aside in order to become more fit, but you're not changing any core beliefs, you're not forming any new habits, and most of the time after the diet, people go right back to eating the same way, not being consistent in the gym, and ultimately making everything that they did, all the hard work that they put in, all in vain. Everything that I did today, the weighted dips, weighted pull-ups, push-ups, archer rows, everything that I did started for me with just body weight. I started doing body weight squats. I started doing regular push-ups at the house. I started from a fitness level that's probably far below where you guys are even starting right now. So I have a tremendous amount of confidence that you guys can do it, and I'm so excited to see your results. Make sure you leave some comments down below. Let me know what workouts you're gonna be trying today, and send me some videos. I like to DM all of my subscribers through Instagram. You can hit me up at _KIPP.fitness, so I can take you guys along on the journey with me, as well as be inspired to see what results you guys are getting as well. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me on this journey. Hopefully you enjoy the video.